Hello everyone and welcome to our 20,000 subscriber thank you special. I am still kind of in shock. Everybody, you guys have been so amazing in comments all over all the videos. Seriously, the community is 20,000 people big, and I'm just like, that's bigger than some small towns. Like, wow. So it's really surreal. I keep blushing and Darling keeps laughing at me because I walk around in a daze like, Darling, somehow, like, there's been this really weird accident. There's 20,000 people who have subscribed to my channel. What's going on? And he just laughs and points out that it's not an accident, and that really helped me realize how amazing this is. Our community has grown and grown and grown, and I am so grateful and so proud and happy of all of you, because not for the numbers, but because our community is very unique. We're not just here to play video games and to go on adventures through those games and to tell stories that way. That's not the only reason we're here. We're so united by a common love of our natural world and a desire to know more about it, and to hear my beautiful birds sing, to see the plants grow, to learn about the countries that all of us live in, the differences between the flora and fauna, to understand more about why someone is so passionate about stingrays. Or why would they be so passionate about plants, or why so passionate about dogs, or why so passionate about dinosaurs. And it's amazing to watch as you guys converse in the comments, on Facebook, on Twitter. I've seen so many of you form friendships and just not feel so alone. I've had several people write in and say, I thought I was the only one who cared so much about animals, and there's other people out there, and they're here in our community. And I think that's so important and so amazing, and I just want all of you to know that by nurturing that passion that you have, as small as it may be, about the most mundane thing as it may be, if you just love sunsets, and that's pretty much the only part of the natural world that you love it! Love it! Claim that passion and be proud of it, and know that we are all here encouraging that in one another, and curiosity too. You guys have had me through the ringer when it comes to curiosity. I worked before as a teacher for elementary school students, you know, grades 5 down in the US grade system, and I would teach them about cave ecology, specifically what is in caves, how caves function, some basics of how ecology works. And I thought that was a pretty awesome and challenging job to answer all of their questions, and now I answer hundreds of questions over all sorts of subjects, and so many of you give me the opportunity to learn new things, especially about dinosaurs. I know almost nothing about prehistoric life or marine life, and now I actually want to go snorkeling. I want to go and look at a coral reef up close in person and get to see these things in my personal life because of your passion. Horses too. I grew up where we didn't, in the middle of this, like, city. I never really have ridden a horse. I've ridden a horse maybe twice in my entire life, and they were both touristy things. But there's those of you who have devoted your life to understanding the passion for equestrian sciences, and there are those of you who are determined at, like, the age of 10 or 11 or 12 to become a vet, and not just in a way where most people are like, yeah, I want to grow up and be a vet. I am stunned by the dedication in our community, because there are like 12-year-olds that I know of who volunteer every weekend, and they are studying, they're internshipping over the summer, they're volunteering all of their free hours to work at shelters. They truly are dedicating their lives to bettering the world around them. And I think that our passion for the natural world, for when I was cleaning up the secret garden on our vlog channel, for when I'm just able to tell people through our adventures, like, hey, did you know that it's a really good idea to bring your own bag when you get groceries? It's not embarrassing, it's awesome. You're being a hero. To do those kinds of little things and know that I'm speaking to 20,000 plus people at once is a huge honor, and I want to thank all of you for that. I hope that as time goes on, I will be able to learn more about the natural world, more about sciences, more about the practical things that we can do in our everyday lives to actually change something. I don't think anybody here would really disagree that there need to be some changes in how much we consume and what we do. But rather than ranting about it and getting upset about it, I would rather try to come up with things that I could suggest everyone could do. Like, hey, why don't you try a meatless Monday? You know, why don't you try, let's all try, you know, those things that you hear all the time, like carpooling and bring your own bag. That's well and good. But it's one thing to hear it in the news all the time, and it's another thing to be able to see someone actually do those things and how easy it is. Because, yeah, it can feel overwhelming. And I have hope for the future and hope for what small actions, what tiny little actions I can do to try to change something, thanks to you guys showing me how powerful those small moments where I feel like I'm all by myself, just telling stories and excited about facts about nature, and then those moments of when I'm all by myself recording ripple out into this huge community. And I hope that all of you know that you have that potential too. There's nothing special about me that makes me stand out, that makes me like better than anyone else. There's nothing like that in me. It's just that I acted, and my actions have these beautiful results, and all of you have that capability. All of you do. No matter, like I said, no matter how small your passion is or your curiosity or what you like doing, you all have the capability for change and fantastic results as a result. So I hope you're encouraged by that, because I know I'm really humbled by it, and I mean it when I say I want to try to figure out ways where I can use this beautiful community we've built to try to educate everybody a little bit more about ways that we really can do something. For those of you guys who watched the Time Shot UHC, or not the UHC, the Time Shot stream we did, that was really fun. We raised over $1,600 to donate to the Turtle Survival Alliance, and you guys have probably heard me talk about that a long time ago before. But that helps endangered turtles and native turtles and turtles who don't exist anywhere anymore except in captivity, because they've been eradicated from their native homes in Asia or the islands, or I think they have several of them from some of the Central American countries as well, and including some North American. We don't have as many turtles as other places in the world, but you know, that's what our community did. That's what the people who like Time Shot, just Time Shot did, is raise $1,600 that will go to actually really take care of endangered creatures, actually take care of them, not just talk about wanting to do it, but actually doing it in such a laid back and amazing and fun way. I had an amazing time doing that, and I really hope in the future I'll be able to go. I know I say it all the time, but that's my goal, is we're going to move soon, Darling and I, and the birds and the geckos and all my plants, which is going to, I have a lot of plants. That's going to be a little bit interesting, getting all my plants down there. But we're going to move soon, and I really hope when we move I'll be closer to the North Carolina Natural Science Museum, and I really hope I can go and interview the scientists there. I'll be able to interview the volunteer coordinators there, and to just, you know, it's monkey see, monkey do. I hope that I can set an example for you guys by going to these places, by going out in the fields and vlogging when I'm volunteering citizen science projects, showing you how easy it is and how rewarding it is, and that it's not something to be scared of, it's not something that's difficult, and it is something that does good in the world. So I'm looking forward to that, and sharing it with all of you, 20,000 people. And because of your time, your precious time, the most precious thing you have is your time. And because of you giving that to me, I'm able to take care of my family, and I'm able to dream all these amazing dreams. And I cannot thank all of you enough from the bottom of my heart for sharing the adventures and the stories with me that we create. I know it seems like a very surreal thing to know that your viewership can have such a tremendous effect on someone's life, but it is 100% thanks to this community that I'm able to live the way I do now, without fear of where I'll live or if I'll have enough food. And those are new things for me, unfortunately, but they're new things for me, and I'm amazed by it. And you know, maybe that's what we'll do in the future. I remember growing up scared that we wouldn't have a home, and often without the healthiest of foods, or food in general. Definitely not always without the medications my parents needed. And so what I hope is that I can, even though I'm safe and happy and thriving now, remember that past, and one day maybe I can provide a way that we can enact more change. So don't feel overwhelmed. I feel like all of us deserve to be called like mini heroes in training. We're biologists in training. Some of us are actually biologists. And Some of us are artists, and all of it's an amazing way to express our passion and curiosity. And I feel like if you're doing what you can to express your passion and curiosity and do good in this world, you deserve to be called a hero in training, because those are hard things to do that change things in a good way. So you guys are all heroes in training as well. Don't forget that. No matter where you go or what you do or what you're doing a year from now, 10 years from now, tomorrow, don't forget that you have that capability in you. So enough about the serious stuff though. It's just, I get so emotional doing these kinds of thank you videos. I just want to take the time to say thank you to all of you. I wouldn't be here without you. I wouldn't be who I've become without you. And I wouldn't be dreaming of going on the adventures that I am without you. So thank you. And I hope whatever adventures I go on in my life will enrich yours in some way. And that's why I'm eager and happy and open to share them with you. And on that note, I did have a request earlier. I had a couple requests actually to do a question and answer video, and I've done several of them in the past, and Time Shot and the Greenhouse series. So if you're curious about me as a person, or curious about a lot of the things that I used to do, if you look down in our playlist section, you'll find a greenhouse playlist, and that's when I played Plant Tycoon, and I would just do a whole series of questions and answers, and it was really fun. And then I also did Time Shot, like we're doing Time Shot right now, and I tend to latch on to a topic and turn it into kind of a question and answer podcast sort of session where I just relax, unwind, farm, gather up my emeralds from my precious villagers, and we talk about all sorts of things under the sun. But I know how much fun it is to just like have one concrete, or maybe more than one concrete video where you can just see someone speak and they're talking about their life. I love those videos. I'm a huge vlog fan. I'll admit it. To me it's fun. Monkey see, monkey do. I see someone living a way that I admire, and it's easier to see it than just to think about it and to try to emulate that. So, that actually is really stressful to think about, trying to live the kind of life that you might want someone to emulate. Oh, that's like role model brick of reality suddenly hits you in the face. But I'll worry about that later. The point is, if you guys have any questions that you would like me to answer, please leave them in this video, and I will sift through them and put together another vlog before I move. So in case there are any questions related to the current moment, Darling and I are moving away from the Appalachian Mountains down into the Piedmont area of North Carolina. Apparently that means like the flat zone of North Carolina or something like that. And if you guys have questions about like where I currently live, where I've lived, where I'm going to live, who I am, we have a lot of new members, so I don't mind repeat questions for now. And yeah, just feel free. Please ask questions. I'm very open. Questions about the series, or you know, things about games or things about nature. Maybe not so much the sciencey questions right now. These will be more like the personal stuff. So you can ask me the always asked, what's your favorite plant and animal? And I'll give the same answer I give every time. I don't really have a favorite. I love pretty much anything I learn about. That, just to get that out of the way, that's what I normally ask, and like answer to that ask. But yeah, you guys, please feel free, ask questions. I know how much fun it can be to watch vlogs of the people that you like spending time with, and if you watch the videos, you're spending time with me, and I respect that. And I have no problem with answering some questions in response to that. So I'm really excited about everything that's coming up for our community, for my life personally, for the adventures that we'll all go on, and I hope you guys will be happy to join me with them. And then what I normally do for our 1,000 mile, like any of our 1,000 mile markers, 1,000 member marks, where we gain a new 1,000 members, is a giveaway. And I give away something very unique. Rather than a game, I do a giveaway of National Geographic for adults, or National Geographic for kids, or Ranger Rick, depending on what you like, or science. You know, just science might be a little out of my price range. But I'm going to do that again. So if you would like to receive a copy, a year subscription, of National Geographic, or National Geographic Kids, or Ranger Rick, so maybe you're not into Nat Geo, or you already have a subscription, if you would like me to sign you up like a giveaway piece, then just leave a comment in the description below and I will private message you if you happen to win. So keep an eye on your YouTube messages just in case. And I'll run that for about a week and then do I put everybody into like a list and then randomly pick from a random generator who wins. If you've won the giveaways in the past, please step aside, let other people have a chance. You still have your yearly subscription going at this rate, so there's no need to worry. But yeah, even if you don't want the subscription, if you are a teacher, we've had a teacher win once, and she got the National Geographic Kids version for her students. Or if you have a niece, nephew, cousin, child of your own that you would like to give, younger sibling even, that you would like to give like the Ranger Rick or the Nat Geo Kids to, then you can request that as well. And I love it because I get National Geographic every single month and it just kind of helps me look at all these awesome pictures, keep up like to date on all of the subjects. And when you get a Nat Geo subscription, you actually have access to their entire history of publication online. So you can sign in online with your subscription and you can see everything that they have. So that's really cool. But yeah, on that note, I do hope to incorporate more educational content going forward on the channel. As always, that's always one of my big goals. We just have so much fun with the games and the adventures and the semi-educational games that I don't always quite get to it as much as I wanted. But I wanted to just give you guys a heads up that I will try to bring back Zoo Bites. For those of you guys who don't know, Zoo Bites are these short little videos that we do, usually based in Minecraft, but pulling in images or video of the real world to quickly talk about something really cool that's happening in scientific research, or a cool animal, or a cool plant, or just something fascinating, a little snippet, a bite of biology knowledge for your day. So I really hope to bring that back, and like I said, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Really happy to answer them for you. And I'll get together an answer part of the Q&A vlog before I move, so you guys will have something fun to watch while Darling and I are running around like, I gotta get everything moved. So I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day, and thank you so much for the absolutely precious gift of your time and for being part of our community. No matter if you comment, don't like, don't like, whatever reason you're here for, whatever you get out of this, thank you for giving me your precious time, and as a result contributing to absolutely changing my life. And I hope that whatever I do can at least give you a sense of cheerful happiness or a quick little bite of biology knowledge to make your own life better. And just remember guys, as always, stay curious. Bye-bye!